Hey guys, how are you? Grant right here. I'm back here today for a new video. We are getting back to Sohyang today. Sohyang. It is Sohyang Day. I'm super excited. It's been a couple weeks. You guys know I had to get back to Sohyang though. She is just such a blessing on this channel. I'm so happy to have her here. I am super excited for this request today because we're going to be covering one of the big songs, one of the big diva songs. I'm going to be reacting to her performance of I Have Nothing. You all know by the one and only Whitney Houston. I have seen millions of people cover this song, especially on TikTok. 9 times out of 10, big fat thumbs down. No, it sounds mean, but you guys know I'm honest as a professional. I do not sugarcoat shit. If you're good, you're good. If you ain't, you ain't. I've seen a lot of crappy covers. I've seen a lot of great covers too. I'm pretty sure Sohyang is going to be tip top tier. As per usual, she is one of the best in the world. Ain't no doubt about it. So we're going to be looking at it today. Get you guys something to drink. Get a coffee. I got coffee here. Get something to eat. Get cozy. Get dressed up. I hope you guys like the fit, because we're going to have a good time. Without further ado, let's get into it. Before I begin today's video, as always, if you're new here, and I see a lot of new faces, welcome to my channel. If you please be so kind, hit that subscribe button. No, smash that subscribe button. There's tons of content coming. You don't want to miss. Give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Now let's get into it.
Take me for what I am, 'cause I never change all my colors for you. Take my love, I never ask for too much. Just all that you are and everything you do. I don't really need to look very much further. I don't wanna have to go where you don't follow. I won't hold it back again in this passionate sight. I can't run from myself. There's nowhere to hide. Don't make me close one more door.
All right, guys. I'm like in shock over here. That was just. I want to start off by, as always, giving kudos and such a big thank you to you guys for requesting this. This was one of the standouts of this entire reaction journey on this channel so far. Guys know, I said it before, it's one of the big songs. Whitney Houston, best of all time. This is like top tier. I have seen, like I said, I've reacted to some covers. I've seen hundreds of thousands, if not millions of covers. So many times, these girls, they just fall short. They just don't have what it takes to take on this kind of song. And you guys know I'm always saying this. Just because you can hit certain notes and you have a good vocal range doesn't mean that you have what it takes to take on one of these kind of songs. There are so many factors that go into play with these big, true diva songs. I grew up, listening to this. I grew up singing these kind of songs, so I know what I'm fucking talking about. You really, really have to master just so many different things to be able to successfully channel, people like Whitney. This, if not the best cover, definitely in the top, probably 4 of the best covers I've ever seen to this song, ever. If not the best. I mean, Sohyang, like I said, I have so many different people that I love on this channel, but Sohyang is probably one of my favorites. She's just so special, such a unique vocalist, one of the best in the world, one of the best of all time. There is just something so special about her performances. She has that it factor that I'm always talking about. There's a lot of singers you see, a lot of performers you see, they're great, but there's certain people like Sohyang that really, really have that, special factor about them, that it factor. This whole performance was just absolutely breathtaking, magical. Her dynamic control, this is the best I've ever seen out of her. And you guys know, I've been reacting to her for over a year now. This is the best, probably the best performance I've ever seen from her, ever. Out of everything I've looked at, absolutely just breathtaking. Her dynamic control was just so spot on in this performance. And it's one of those songs, like I said, you really have to be able to ride the wave, sort of, because it is a wave, complete roller coaster ride. And as if it wasn't enough, the original format of the song, she took it higher at the end, did an even higher modulation than the original. This woman can do no wrong, I'm telling you. And her breath control, I've been saying this for over a year, just Sohyang, she has no limits. She has absolutely no limits. Her capabilities are boundless. I love how rich her tone was. Sohyang, I've said this from the start, she reminds me of Whitney because of how rich her tone is, especially when she sort of grounds herself before those really, really high belts. And I want to talk about that. A lot of times, I feel a lot of the mistakes a lot of the younger singers make is the belts aren't supported. And when people say support, think about it like this, and especially right before the note before, I want to say it's probably the most important note is the one right before a big note you're about to hit, or the one right before a modulation, because like I said, that is when you're grounding yourself. That is when the anchors are sort of being placed so you can sort of reach up there. Kind of like a takeoff with an airplane. There has to be, that right speed, and everything has to be correctly done, anchored, so the plane can lift off. That's sort of all. It's the same thing with singing. And that's one thing a lot of these young singers, they don't know how to prepare for liftoff, if you will. Sohyang, she's so good at that. And her tone is always so rich right before she reaches into those top belts. And the thing about, I've said it before, that I love about Sohyang is she doesn't have to change her vowel placement, when she's going to the top of her range. She's very open, and there's nothing wrong with that. I do it also. A lot of times singers will close the vowels. I've said it a million times when they're reaching higher notes. Sohyang, she can open up the entire way up. The entire way up, she can open. And it's very rare to see. It's a very hard thing, but she has such a versed vocal range, and she just has such an ease in every one of her registers where she's able to do that. just so pleasant to hear. You guys know I've been preaching this from the beginning. She has probably one of the best, if not the best, head voice in the business. I don't care what anyone says. Just absolutely stunning. Just such a beautiful, pleasant, clean, rich head voice she has. Just very similar to Whitney. I've said it before. And her vibrato is just to die for. Absolutely to die for in this performance. Just the whole thing was absolutely the best I've seen from her, like I said. And she made it her own, as always. If you guys know Sohyang, she's going to make it her own, but she does so in such a tasteful way where it is never too much. She never loses track. You never lose track of what song it is. One of the most special things about Sohyang is the connection she has with her fans, her audience. I just love seeing their faces in the crowd. They love her so much, and she touches people so much. And I will not stop preaching that on this channel. If you are a performer, your primary goal is to reach your audience, is to touch people, to make people feel. That is what being a performer is. That's the purpose. Everything else that comes along with it, it's, that's icing on the cake, but you have to be able to touch people. And Sohyang, she does so in a way that I don't see, barely anybody in this, day and age do. People like Whitney, Mariah, Celine, the greats, that was what they did. They made people feel, you know what I mean? They reached people. And Sohyang, she's right up there with them, just absolutely amazing. I can't say enough good about this, but I don't want to be rambling on all day. Another humongous round of applause for the one and only Sohyang. I have nothing. Like I said, she is just such an underrated, mastermind of the craft. She's just one of the best in the universe of all time. I'll keep saying it till the end of time. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are just amazing with these requests. I have so many more I'm going to continue to look through. And as always, if you want me to react to more from Sohyang, you all know what to do. Bring it to my inbox, and we're going to continue the Sohyang journey on this channel together. Thank you so much for joining me today for this reaction video. Please give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. There's tons of content coming you don't want to miss. If you are new here and you want to support the channel, consider leaving me a donation via Cash App or a Super Chat here on the channel. All the details will be in the drop-down box below. You guys know the deal. If you want me to react to something, leave your requests in the comments down below, and I will add them to the lineup. Love you all. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Keep the positivity going. We need all we can get in this world. I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.